first TEDx Mountain View, the heart of technology, innovation, diversity, transformation, positive ideas to shape a positive world. We are so happy that you can join us from literally all around the world, 5 continents, we think, for 2 hours of inspirational talks. My name is Jennifer Barr, and I am the curator of TEDx Mountain View and the licensee. I am coming to you live from Mountain View, California, which is in the heart of Silicon Valley. Google headquarters is 3 miles that way, LinkedIn 3 miles that way, and Facebook and Apple are about 8 miles in each direction. So it makes sense for us to talk to you about the heart of technology. We're going to hear from speakers who are both dealing with the heart of core technologies that are going to transform the way the world looks. And we are dealing with speakers who are working with heart and technology to help make a difference in the world. You see, my vision for this event started when I was a little girl. I had a vision that people would interact with each other with care and with love. And when I was in my 20s, that vision expanded to include everyone in the world having access to basic needs. That's housing, food, education, healthcare, and respect. Everyone having access to dignity and joy and fulfillment. And I want to thank my family, my father, David Barr, my sister, Edith, my late mother, Eva, for helping instill these important values and helping support me in maintaining them over my life. You see, these values and this vision have reached roadblocks in my life. One of the more painful being my mother dying quite young in her 50s of cancer. There have been painful breakups in between me and my vision, difficult layoffs, economic uncertainty, endings, and in these last 18 months, in a global pandemic with economic uncertainty and political unrest, I am watching not just me, but billions of people dealing with these roadblocks that seem to be characterizing our lives. And it is so easy to get trapped in that cycle of negative news when we're worried about our health and finances. Well, in March of 2021, I'd had enough. My study of neuroscience has told me that if I want to try to overcome a cycle of negative thinking, that I need to develop positive thinking. I need to focus on what I want to create and build new neural nets in my brain. In March, I decided it was time for me to do what Einstein suggests, to be the change I want to be in the world, to start now to actualize my vision, no matter how remote and impossible it seems. So I founded TEDx Mountain View to spread good ideas and to help with my vision of using my time and talents to bring out the best in others. Underlying the speaking choices is another motivation. I wanted to model the American dream, which has helped make Silicon Valley what it is. I wanted to model diversity, not necessarily as a speaker topic, but what it looks like when people are valued and talent can meet opportunity regardless of age, regardless of gender or race or any kind of personal preferences, where that is the norm, not the exception. And like me, over half our speakers are either immigrants or children of immigrants. Over half our speakers are women, and over half our speakers are over the age of 40. But all of our speakers have overcome challenges to do work in the world that's making a contribution in their communities. I've been really fortunate to be on the core organizing team of at least 12 TEDx events, the first one at the United Nations, the first 2 at Stanford University, the first 8 at UC Berkeley. And this is the first time that I'm curator, that I'm licensee, and I'm so thrilled and grateful that you are here and that I can share with you my passion project to spread positive ideas in the world. One of my intentions, as I mentioned, in organizing TEDx Mountain View was to model what diversity looks like. Again, not as a main topic, but as an outcome of talent meeting opportunity, where people being valued regardless of their age, their race and gender or personal preference is a norm, and not an exception. When I asked our first speaker to talk, she assumed I wanted her to talk about diversity. After all, she's a senior non-white woman in tech, and that's what all the conferences want her to speak on. In fact, 4 out of the 7 women assumed I wanted to talk them to talk about diversity because they were women or women of color in tech. I said, Jen, no man would have asked me that question. You're a director of engineering at Facebook. That's a hard job to get regardless of your gender. The fact that you are a woman, an immigrant, and a mother is going to come out in your talk. You need to talk about your skill set, technology, because you are one of the leading people in your field in the world. And if we're going to overcome diversity, part of that is we have to overcome our inner glass ceilings and step up and show up as our best selves. Here to show us how that's done and to share some wicked cool innovative technology about increasing cloud capacity is Jin Zhang, Director of Engineering at Facebook, talking to us about evolving from Moore's Law.